If you didn't speak the language, you wouldn't understand that those silky words were laced with poison. The hush tones were gunshots and the stairs were colder than the north. You couldn't comprehend the words that were so calmly distributed. If you didn't speak the language, you wouldn't have known how damaged we both are. As we said our comebacks through gritted teeth under a sewn-on smile. Wow. It was like the calm before a storm. But if you didn't know how to read the weather patterns, you didn't know about the hurricane that was going to destroy your home. If you didn't speak the language, everything would be all right. You wouldn't hear the words that were bruising me, trying to break down my walls. You wouldn't hear the memories echoing through my mind. It was the picture-perfect moment for the picture-perfect storybook. And she stared down her enemies as she held the sword. But I guess that picture was photoshopped, because that's not what happened. Despite what has been adapted to fit your mind, it wasn't a fair war. There was no obvious line of good or evil, and I've got a scar on my back longer than the lies you've told from a knife you still hold, waiting for whoever falls first in your trap. It was like a cat and mouse game, more like player and victim game, only one willing to play, the other locked in their room, tears creating oceans to drown themselves in. It was like a constant war of who can backstab who the most, the race to the finish line of who can become the monster first, only to realize that no matter who was first or last, they all became monsters. We all became the monsters. It was like the movie no one wanted to see, but still caught their attention, as if they anticipated how it would end, but the details were too gruesome not to miss. And that's 50 Shades of Messed Up. No need to read it. You didn't have to speak the language to know that we couldn't look each other in the eyes without feeling guilty. It was like a checker game, looking intensely at the other player and their moves. They make one mistake and you can probably say, "King me," only to know that they had planned for you to make that move. They had orchestrated it. You're playing a piece that they composed, and your failure is music to their ears. But you have to stop learning to care about them, because you may be a background singer, but you have a song of your own. You don't need to speak the language to sing that.
Whoa!